Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. So we've started a bit earlier today. This is like 10 minutes to 10, but still okay. So we'll start off analysis with Euro USD. So as you can see before, even I move further, you can see that I'm having an indicator on my screen. This is the zigzag indicator. It comes by default with MT4. And how I use this, I use it for stop losses. If I see any good trade, let's maybe in this case, if I see a sell here, will have my stop loss above. If I see a buy, I'll have my stop loss below. So we start off with Euro USD. This is upwards from whatever is happening here. You can see the indicator we are having, the ADX indicator. We have the main line, the main green line is above the red line, and then the other indicators, the two moving averages, the blue one, this one, is above the slow one. This means we're still upward. So we expect a buy when the price breaks beyond this level here. If the price breaks and closes above this point, we'll simply be waiting for some pullback, then we pick a buy position with our stop loss below this point. So look for a buy position now when the price, if the price goes above this level, have your stop loss below this low, and your take profit, have it at least 2 times the difference between this point and the stop loss. So that means if this is 212, we want the take profit to be at 424. The take profit should be here, 424. 424. Wait just a second, just a second. The take profit should be at least 424 away from the entry. So that should be somewhere around this point. Where stop loss is fixed at this point. So we move forward. Let's move forward to our next symbol. We look at GBP USD. GBP USD so far. Yeah. This too is upwards. As you can see, the price continues to move to the upper side. And as it is now, the price has just broken above the upper line. We had a high. This should be a resistance. The price has successfully closed beyond it. So we are waiting for a clear retracement. We want price to attempt coming back to the same place, up to somewhere here. Then we'll pick a buy position with our stop loss below this low or below this level. So we'll have our stop loss here. We'll pick a buy position, have our stop loss here, and our take profit is 2 times the difference between the entry and the stop loss. So if the entry is here, our stop loss is fixed here. This is around 143. Take profit is 2 times, which is 286 pips away from the point of entry. So have it a pending buy limit, have a stop loss, and then your take profit is 2 times the difference between the entry and the stop loss. The next chart is DJPY. This is bearish. We are moving to the lower side. As you can see, we had a resistance here. We had another resistance here. The price continued to the lower side, even went below the 2 moving averages. As we're talking now, the price is still somehow below the 2 moving averages, and also the indicator you have in the other one, the ADX, is also showing us a sell. So we expect sellers to come in. We expect more sell position. Ideally, we want price to break below this level, 105.30. If the price can successfully close below that point, then that will mean we are now continuing to the lower side. So the best is to wait for a breakout, a retracement, then you pick a sell with your stop loss above this point. Yeah. So the next chart we want to look at Brent oil. Brent oil, from what we said yesterday, the price was within some shape. Yeah. We are within a contracting wedge formation. You check the daily chart, you can see that it's when the price is somehow attempting to break above. We had this. So forget about the mini lines you see on my screen, just focus on the two lines which I'm drawing on this one, the upper one, and also the other one, this one. So look at how good this is. Like we were within some shape all the while, the price was within some shape. We established a high here, a low, a high. We want price to either break above the upper trend line, retrace back, then continue to the upper side, or break below the lower line, retrace back, then continue to the lower side. Those are the only two possible cases. If the price goes above the upper trend line, we'll expect a continuation to the upper side. If the price breaks below the lower line, then we'll expect a continuation to the lower side. So if the price breaks above, we want a continuation to the upper side. If it breaks below, we want a continuation to the lower side. The next chart is SP500. SP500 somehow we are upwards. We've seen price continue massively to the upper side, but we are currently approaching a major resistance around 3398.4. We'd like price to clearly ascend and break beyond that point so that we can continue upwards. If that happens, that will be a clear confirmation that we are now upwards. But if it does not happen, then we'll wait for a sell position just around the same place. The last chart we'll look at is gold. Gold so far, gold is bullish, although it's overbought, but we are still somehow upwards. We check the stochastic indicator. With the default settings, you can see from this point. From this point here, this is around May this year, late May. The price was overbought from this point. It has remained above for like these how many months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months now. The price is still overbought. So we expected the retracement which had this one here to act as a major correction to the lower side, but that's not happening. Instead, the price is continuing to the upper side. So expect a move up to this point, or even a break above. If the price comes up to this level, we'll look for a sell position. If it breaks beyond this level, then we expect a continuation to the upper side. So thank you very much. That should be the end of today's session. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.